Hey, how's it going? Jacobi Padua back in the house here, reporting on day 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. I think it's day 13, 14 of the coronavirus lockdown event. And yeah, today we're going to talk about integrating the shadow and shadow integration. So what we're seeing now is that all the veils have been pulled back and everything's exposed. Everything's exposed at many levels. First off, within ourselves, we can see repressions and denials and different things that we've been tucking away and not looking at. And now it's like it's rearing its ugly head, so to speak. But to honor those and look at all of those aspects of ourself and our shadow self with no judgment. And just observing it and witnessing it, paying attention to it, and honoring it and embracing it with love. The only way we can integrate the shadow and consciously integrate those aspects of ourselves is through awareness. And so with awareness, that invites the light of consciousness to shine through, and that invites the light to shine into the wound and allow for healing to take place and allow for alignment to source to take place from within. And on the other aspects, we're definitely seeing the collective shadow and the social shadow of the systems that have been dominating Earth and running Earth for some time, that we've been incoherent with the planet. And rule number one, to have a sustainable system and a sustainable society, it must be coherent with the Earth. It must run in coherence with nature. And in ourselves, we must have that heart-mind coherence. And that creates a successful, harmonious resonance, which will sustain a waveform. And so us being out of alignment and the system being out of alignment and all of us just going along with the status quo and just another day as usual, life as usual in the system. This is what we got to do. Raising our children, this is what they got to do. And this is what it means to survive. This is what it means to be human. Has been short-sighted. And so it's very humbling. And it takes an event like this, an event that's collectively manifested and manufactured, is in order that is collectively manufactured and also manufactured and carried through by a certain amount of people that are, corporations and things like that have the power to execute such of a plan. And so now we're being confronted with these aspects of ourself, these aspects of the system, these aspects of society. And so therefore the shadow is neither good nor bad, neither positive or negative. It's just something that has to be dealt with. It's just another aspect of creation from the human mind, creation from the lower mental vibrations, creation from the subconscious mind, creations from what would it be like to be apart from nature and the universe and the infinite, as opposed to being a part of it. And so this is something very important and very crucial that we needed to look at. And from my personal belief, this is why this is happening. You can't run away from yourself, and you can't deny yourself, and you can't escape yourself. And that there goes for every system that has been implemented, that has been a part of the structures of everyday lives. We have to acknowledge these structures. We have to embrace these structures. We have to look at these things. We have to look at all aspects of these things. And that is awareness. And so once we remove the judgment, we just become aware. And it takes some humility, and we have humility on those aspects of ourselves. And we can clearly see what is out of resonance and what needs to be transformed and what needs to be changed for the humans to have a healthy, sustainable existence on the planet and a healthy, sustainable existence with ourselves. And so I feel that the main place we can start now is with ourself, and every change that we implement as within then gives the potential for that transformation and change to occur as without. So I invite us to really observe and witness our own self. At the same time, really observe and witness the structures that we've been upholding in the system in society, and very clearly we can see what we need to address. And the first step to address those bigger issues outside of ourselves is first to address the issues within inside of ourselves, and to find a place of beingness and peace and harmony with our mental, emotional bodies and our physical bodies. And yes, you are the temple. We are the temple, and we need to honor the original blueprint. We've kind of slipped off of course from the original blueprint, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with any of this. It's a learning lesson. It's like a learning curve. So there's a lot of things we've learned. There's a lot of things that we can now shine a light on. There's a lot of things that we can now learn to have more love on ourselves and compassion, and realize that what we would call wrong or negative or bad can actually be used as leverage to propel us into something higher and more coherent. So I invite you to start with the coherence in your own heart and mind, and invite in the soul and the spirit. That's another aspect, to access the spiritual and soul planes at higher dimensional levels and more integrative dimensional levels. So herein lies the opportunity. And we have this downtime to step out of the rat race, and to step out of that busy life. And hopefully you're taking advantage of that to realize how you can leverage and propel yourself and into what your talents and gifts are and what you have to offer, and how we can present that, how each one of us can collaborate within ourselves and collaborate with each other to present some viable options and some viable structures that could enhance a more coherent and harmonious life here on planet Earth. So we're at the beginning of a cycle, and we're planting seeds right now, and we're cultivating seeds right now of a new paradigm. And so it's like for me, I'm awakening in the new paradigm, and I've been locked into this, and I've been committed and devoted to this. So for me, I'm just getting started. This is day one, moment one. It's time to rock and roll. It's time to shine. It's time to bring out the best of yourself, live your best life. So I'm encouraging you, reflecting back this mirror, to encourage you that it's your time to shine, that it's all of our time to shine. It's all of our time to come up with viable solutions and viable structures and new ways to live life every day, new ways to find resonance and sustainability in ourselves and with the earth and with the universe and with our communities. And so it's a groundbreaking period of time we're in, and it'll be really interesting to see how this pans out, not only with yourself but with the whole. And so I know there's a lot of potential doom and gloom and a lot of lockdowns and all that, but that are going on around there and being perpetrated, and saying that this is how it's going to go. And yeah, some of these scenarios will play out, but it doesn't mean that all these scenarios are give me, that that's the way it's all going to happen, that, it's a give up, and, that we're all going to be crushed underneath this, and it's going to be domination and control from here on out. What I'm saying is, now's the time to take your power, and now's the time to place your vote and to cast your vote to the universe, to the earth, to your own self, of like, this is what I will do, and this is what I won't do. This is what I'm available for, and this is what I'm going to go all in for, and this is where I'm going to focus my energy, and this is where I have an opportunity to be a part of something bigger. And so this is opening doors for us to be a part of something bigger spiritually within our own self, and to connect spiritually with the infinite universe, and how we can operate at a higher plane. So the way I look at it is, the worst that can happen for me is that at least I did that. At least I did that for myself, and at least I'm giving it a shot outside. At least I'm placing my vote and casting my consciousness out there from my heart and from my soul, and saying that this is what I want to be a part of. So herein lies the opportunity, and I encourage everyone out there to really look deep and see what parts of ourselves we've been hiding from, running from, this shadow energies. I mean, it seems like it could be really difficult, but there's no way through the gate. The only way through the gate is to look at the shadow and integrate the shadow. We all want, pleasure, but we don't want pain. We all want, beauty, but we don't want, the darkness of the shadow and the ugliness of it all. But you can't have one without the other. It's about coming to the middle path, and it's about integrating that. And I don't want pleasure or pain. I'm just here now. I'm just a part of this, and I'm just being like, here it is. This is what I have, and this is what I'm here to offer. I'm integrating consciously all these aspects. The shadow is just a piece of it, and as you start to realize the shadow is your best friend. This is the worst thing that could happen, and all this negativity that appears on the screen is actually the best friend. We just have to bring it in and bring it home and put love there. And so I'll leave it with that we're on the brand new beginnings. It's a brand new time, even no matter what it appears like. It's all about our mindsets. It's all about where we're at in our heart. It's all about where we're connected with the soul and spirit. It's all about how we're integrating on these levels. So, I'm just putting out blessings and prayers and wanting the best for y'all. And, one more time, optimize your health. Optimize your mental, emotional states of being. Don't be afraid to look at things. I know it could be scary, but the only thing you can really fully control, we can't control all this other stuff. If we want all this other stuff to change in a beneficial way, and we want opportunities to open up in a beneficial way in our lives, then the first thing you have to start here. You have to seize this opportunity with yourself. And so Jacobi Padua reporting, and I got your back and hoping the best for you. I'm behind y'all and side by side with y'all and going like, let's do this. We got this, man. This ain't nothing. Who cares what it looks like? At least you'll get yourself in the right space and feel good about that. It's a good starting point. So many blessings, peace and love to y'all. Maybe roll out this new paradigm, because I'm all pumped up now. Let's roll out this new paradigm, sending out some love and peace to y'all, and blessings and peace out.